Understand a little different principle here, okay? Head in relation to the butt. Very important, all right? So one of the next things we got to understand here is as we get underneath into the belt grip, the belt serves to load him, especially if it's just the underside grip, because we really don't have a lot of control over his upper body. So we have to come up with a way to get his head a little bit lower. You have to pay attention to where his head is at. Now, as I load him, so once I go to tilted butterfly, now this is another term we're going to have to understand. All of these sweeps, we need to get to the tilted butterfly position, which is where my knee drops, okay? My outside knee is going to drop, and then I'm going to load him from there. So when I go to hit my butterfly sweep, I've got my grip. He's going to get a first post. He's going to be able to put that down somewhere. So as I go to this tilted butterfly, there's my first position, and my elbow hits. I don't want this hand to repost. Okay, so now I'm going to shoot underneath him and I'm going to load at the same time. So once I shoot underneath, he's loaded. Now I can readjust my grip. He does not get another shot at that post. It's not going to go anywhere else. Okay, now he's up over the top of my head. His head is down lower than his butt. The reason I know this is because I loaded him high, up above my head. Now as I chase him over, I know that his head is down. Now I can pull this sleeve out from under him. His weight is light on his arm. I'm not extending my leg. I'm pushing my shin into his belly. And I'm chasing his hand with my hips. I'm chasing his hand with my hips. Getting closer every time. So that when I drive him over, I'm ultra close. I can't allow at any point in this sweep there to be extension. So one thing you're going to notice, I keep driving my hips closer to his hand, wherever he's at, okay? Because I loaded him so high, he ends up using his head as a what? Post. When we load them properly, they get elongated. Their head now has to become a post because wherever this one went, I'm not going to grab it I'm not going to grab it after I load him. If I don't do anything with this and I load him, here's my tilt. This hand's going to end up way up here. Now, where's his head? It's up, okay? This hand is way up here. Now we have to go into a different series of sweeps from right here. He still can't twist his hips. He's loaded properly, but I did not catch this hand. So as I catch this hand, that's the beautiful part about this. Look, don't worry about his posts. We worry too much about where this is going to be. As butterfly guard players, we think I got to take his post out. No, you don't have to take his post out. You just have to know where it's going down, because guess where he's going once it goes down? Away from it. I don't care where this is at, as long as it's not up here. So as it's here, I don't have to pull it like this. Old school, Marcelo was really big on this. Pulls this and we focus super hard on getting right in here. Yeah, this is picture perfect, right? This is picture perfect, but it's never going to be that way. Very rarely. Unless you're at his level, it's not going to be that way. It's going to be ugly. They're going to at least get a post opportunity. I have never been able to catch somebody's arm and just lock it in here and I've got it so picture perfect. I don't think I've ever done that. They always are able to put one hand out. So as I get here and I catch this sleeve, okay, and I've got it, I know he's going to put it down, but if I load him properly, where's he going to be at in relation to that post? He's going to be well above it. So if I'm here, I'm just not going to let him slide his hand way up like this. So as I lay back, I'm going to lock my elbow out so that his post is somewhere in this area. I'm going to let him have the post. It can be somewhere in this area, way out here, somewhere here. But I'm not going to let him just pull it way up and shoot an underhook like this. If he shoots his underhook and lays back, I'm not going to let this happen, right? I'm just going to ride with his post. So once I'm here and I've shot underneath, I'm in my tilted butterfly position. He may slide it a little farther, but if I load him correctly, it's not going any farther. There it is. Okay, he's on my leg. I adjust my grip. Here. Now I load him a little more. Where'd his head go? Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull the post now, and I'm going to chase him with my hip. And over he goes. So don't focus so much on, oh my God, I can't let him put his post down. In all reality, you want him to put it down. You just don't want to let him pull it way up here. The load is the most important part. If you guys are not loading them up to the point where their head is almost sliding off above yours, you're not loading them right. Now, do this same thing we just did. We're not going much farther than this because this is super technical anyway. All right? Who would have thought a little flip them over thing was so technical? But it is. Heel has to be at the butt. You have to get a deep load or a deep shoot. You have to load them high. Okay? Can't load them halfway. You got to load them way up. Then you let them have the post, and once the post goes down, are they allowed to move it again? They don't get a second chance to keep hopping their post. No post reset. It stays where it's at. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. As I shoot in, and I've got this tilted, but I've got this grip on the belt. I'm going to go to like a tilted butterfly position, and I'm going to shoot this hook across. It's a small little thing that I'm doing, but I'm doing it. I don't need to keep it on this left side. Not here. I'm shooting it across. So once I shoot my hook across, now I've got more purchase on his butt to elevate. Okay? Now when I load, I've got to have my toes in the mat. Some of you guys, this bottom side, if your heels are both up like this, as you go to load, you don't have anything to load him off of. You're just hoping that you got enough weight in your body to lean back and load them. So from here, what I'm doing is, as I shoot this hook across and I get closer, this foot, these toes go into the mat. So that when I load him, I'm pushing off and I'm getting to here. I gotta have something to push off of to go backwards and load them properly. If I wanna load them properly, I'm loading them off of that leg. If my foot is down, I'm merely just laying back and trying to pull. Some of us may be strong enough to do that, but you got a dead foot. This one's dead. It has to be here to drive off of through the whole sweep series. The whole process, this has got to be here because we're going to chase them with the shin and we're resetting. Okay? So here, I'm circled up underneath and my foot's across. So now, once we go back, and I load them, this foot is up and it's loaded, he's here. Okay? Now I'm gonna chase. You have to have the feet underneath, they cannot be dead. Got it?
Yes, one more time. One more time. And how do you bring my head down when they post it this side?
Off this side? Okay. So here, scooting across. Now, you got a little bit of a benefit here if you can get under their far side shin. Help some. It's not necessary. So now my right foot is alive. I'm going to load him. Boom. He's here. Now I'm going to pull and push and chase. Boom. Now his head went down. That's his next post. Now I'm going to reset. Reset. A lot going on, right? A lot going on there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.